What's up, YouTube? Got a yo-yo review to do today. This is the Yo-Yo Empire O-shaped ting. So the O-shaped ting was actually designed and first marketed by my buddy Vivek over at ToyBania. This is a prototype. He's got a couple of these floating around the United States, getting them into people's hands at contests and wherever else, which is a very cool idea, and one of them made its way to me. So let's talk about it a little bit. Let's first get into the specs of this bad boy. It is 65.5 grams, which is very nice. The gap is 4.6 millimeters. The width is 44.5 millimeters, and it has a 58 millimeter diameter. Very similar to the original couple runs of tings. There was the H-ting, and then there was also the V-ting that they did through ToyBania, and then this is now the O-shaped version of the ting. As you can see, very standard organic shape with a step in there. See the step? It's in there. Kind of like the One Drop Benchmark series, there's just different shapes going through the same type of yo-yo design, I guess. So it's got the finger spin hub here, and these are titanium rings, just like on the H-ting and the V-ting. They're titanium rings, which sort of gives it a different feel than the machined plastic yo-yos that have steel rings on the ends of them. The titanium rings kind of give the ting a different feel. It's got a different feel while you're playing it, and a different feel on the string, because titanium is a little heavier of a material, so and a little stronger, but definitely still very cool. You can listen to it here. Ting, ting, ting. It's the name. It's the ting. Anyway, so very cool. I like it. I like it just about as much as I like the H. The H shape's a little bit more maybe my speed, but if you're an organic lover, you're gonna love this, because a lot of people play this. A lot of people are like, this is really good. Like, I like the H one a lot too, but organics are my thing, and you know, a lot of people, organics are their thing. But with there being these big titanium rings on the edge here, you get a lot of stability, a lot of performance, and just a lot of cool stuff out of it. But probably about enough of me, like, you know, talking about it. Let's go throw it around a little bit. I'll show you guys what this thing can do. Alright guys, we are back with the O-shaped ting. So, first thing you're going to kind of notice about this is for an O shape, it's got a ton of power, and that's of course due to those big old titanium rings there on the edges. Also, very stable, very forgiving, which is very cool, because I don't pay much attention while I'm playing. It'll haul a little bit and kind of push it a little quicker. Spin a long time. Bind's nice too. So, all good things. Grind finish is very nice on the machined plastic here. O shapes aren't my favorite yo-yos to grind with sometimes. This one, the O's are a little bit extra wide, so not my favorite shape to grind with, but it works just fine. And the titanium rings are brushed, so they don't stick to your skin either, which is cool. There is a finger spin dimple there, but there's a wall around it, so if you miss it, you're not going to get long ones, but if you get it locked in there, you'll get a super long finger spin. Let me see if I can hit it. I'll show you. Like, see, if you don't hit the dead center of it, it just kind of does that. See if I can hit the dead center. No, I missed. See, like, if you do it, and I'm not going to try 1,000 times, but if you do it, it just sits there and will spin and lock you in. But if you don't hit it dead center, you have trouble. So it's probably not the easiest yo-yo to finger spin, but if you really like long finger spin tricks and vortex binds and stuff, this will get a finger spin long enough pretty much for you to do whatever you want to do and however you want to bind it successfully, which is very cool. So this is a prototype, and it's still pretty freaking smooth. I would say this one that's been around a little while is about 9 out of 10, but I'm second or third guy to have this, so I'm not saying that. I could probably retune it too. But very smooth. The original Ting was very smooth. I'm sure the production run is going to be dead smooth. Everything Yo-Yo Empire does is dead smooth. Like I said, finger spin cup, very cool, but you have to hit it dead center, otherwise you're on the outside. Not that there's not enough room to do it on the outside, but there we go. See, I hit it dead center that time. And it does not care. Super long finger spins. Very good for that. But, yeah. Very cool. I like how stable it is. It's very nice for, like, just whipping around and kind of just easy to use, which is a good thing to do. And the price point is right. $50 for a hybrid machined Delrin and titanium yo-yo is a great price point. And got to shout it out to Yo-Yo Empire and Vivek over at ToyBania for hitting that price point. Because it's cool. It's a good, like, $50. It's like, well, what kind of $50 yo-yo get you? And it's like, well, it gets you a lot of cool different things. And this is definitely a cool different thing. And, a worthwhile expenditure, in my opinion. But, yeah, guys, let's go ahead. We'll throw it back on the desk. We'll take it apart. I'll show you guys the guts, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we are back on the desk with the O-shaped Yo-Yo Empire Ting from ToyBania. So, let's take this bad boy apart. And, as you can see, construction, very nice, very cool. So, it's got the standard Yo-Yo Empire concave bearing. Very nice, very smooth. Spins good, is good. There are little Yo-Yo Empire, there's like spacers that go in there. So same as like on the Gamma Crash or the other Yo-Yo Empire Ting or any of the Zikio stuff, there's spacers that fit in there that like create the bearing seat. So be careful, try not to lose those spacers, although the Zikio spacers are the same spacers, so you can get them on Yo-Yo Sam if something happens. Nice machined, I don't know what that is, machined Delrin, I think? Palm? Something like that. I guess Delrin is palm, but not all palms are Delrin. Anyway, machined plastic there. Titanium rings that are kind of brushed. You can see there. They're not like polished, they're kind of brushed. And machined in here with the finger spin dimple that finger spins eternally. Nice axle, fits in the aluminum hubs very nicely. Came apart nice and smooth. I'm probably gonna go to bed. They'll go back together nice and smooth. Has the white pads that are like, the white pads are just okay, but all white pads sort of end up working about the same. These ones are fine. They're not the best pads ever. They're not my favorite pads, but pads are an easy change. Overall, though, solid construction. Very solid construction. This thing's kind of already flown everywhere and been a bunch of places and touched by a ton of people, and it's still in good shape. So, no complaints on the construction quality. Very nice in that regard. Let's do pros and cons. So, pros, $50. Cool yo-yo. Different than most things you have in your collection. Not a lot of companies do, like, standard O shapes with, like, the rings on the end. And so, very cool. If you like the H-Ting, this is different enough and not that expensive. So, worthwhile to get into your collection. Finger spin dimples are very cool. They're different, but they work super good, and you get super long finger spins out of it. So that's very cool. The shape is good. If you like comfy organic shapes, you're going to dig this shape. That's a good shape. That's a good organic shape right there. The titanium rings are a very cool idea. They work very well, and provide a lot of power, a lot of stability. But this is also a very kind of like comfy, chill throw to throw. So it kind of gives you a little bit of the best of both worlds. As far as cons are concerned, this wall on the finger spin dimple can create problems when you're trying to finger spin. I think I preferred the wall-less one, like on the H-shaped one, but this still, once you lock it in, you are locked in. Like, you get good long finger spins out of it. Other pros is, like, the grind is very nice on this. Like it's a nice machined, like it's not shiny or sticky. It's a nice just machined powdery grind, which is very cool. And the brushed rings don't stick to your skin either when doing like arm grinds. Also very cool. Cons though, as far as as that's concerned, I'm not the biggest fan of this shape for grinds. It's just kind of like there's a lot of surface area that touches. But that's just me. Sure, a lot of people are going to be like, but I like this shape for everything else, and that's fine. I mean, no real cons to speak of. I just think this is, other than the wall can kind of be a love it or hate it sort of thing around the finger spin dimple. This is just a really cool yo-yo. It's got a neat weight distribution. It's pretty different from the H-Ting, so I think it's worth it to have both if you're into these. And just, overall, a good yo-yo. Good price point too at $50. Links are down in the description for ToyBania. I think the pre-order's done, but you can still pick these up. $50. It's a cool yo-yo. You should definitely check it out. Say hi to Vivek, tell him I sent you. And that's going to do it for me today, though, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I do videos just about every day. Going to be a little bit light this week. You may not see one on Friday. But got to recover somehow from East Coast Masters. But it's going to do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers to you. I will see you next time.